A request to do a parasite cleansing video, and this is take number 3 because I keep getting tongue-tied. Everyone has parasites. You get them from food, especially sushi, pork, other types of meat. If I could go into the whole meat industry, but I won't. The handling of the meat is usually dicey. You can get them from contact with something that would have a parasite. You can get them from pets. So there's all kinds of places that you can get parasites. And just because, like, for instance, I'm not a meat eater, I still get them. I have 2 dogs, as you all well know. So you can get them from anywhere. It's unavoidable, and you will have them. What they do is feed off the nutrients and the vitamins from your food, and they basically steal that from you, so then your body doesn't get it, and that will lead to illnesses and ailments, all kinds of things. So the more acidic you are, the more vulnerable you are to a parasite, whereas if you have a more alkaline state, usually, not always, but usually, they will die off before they get too far. Few red flags that you have them: chronic digestive issues, usually gas, bloating, constipation, indigestion, acid reflux. Those kind of things are usually a sign that you have a good amount of parasites in your intestinal tract. That's typically where they like to hide out because there's a lot of room there, and they're not rushed to go anywhere. So, and then that's where all your digestion and all your food happens. So it's a good food supply for them. But they can live in other parts of your body, your brain, anywhere in under your skin, anywhere in your body, liver, kidneys, all of it. The second kind of red flag that you have them is if you have some kind of mental distress, and what I mean by that is anxiety, depression, sleeplessness, those kind of things, because your gut is full of neurotransmitters, especially serotonin. So if your gut's inflamed and you're having problems there, it's directly connected to your brain, and any kind of issues in your brain will be because of an inflamed gut. They are directly connected, so one will affect the other sooner or later. Maybe not immediately, but sooner or later it will happen. The third is autoimmune disease, usually like IBS, those kind of hardcore things that cause you kind of a lot of stress and strife in your life. Those kind of things usually are a good indicator that you have a big parasite infestation. Other symptoms, huge symptoms, any kind of disorder with the skin, acne, eczema, itching, hives, yeast infections, as all the way down to like teeth grinding and sugar craving. So it depends on the parasite and depends on how much you have of it, but any kind of skin ailment usually is a direct effect from a parasite. Your body's first line of defense is the hydrochloric acid in your stomach, which I talked about in the leaky gut videos, so I'm not going to go too far into it. Your second is a high alkaline diet. The more alkaline you are, the harder it is for them to survive. And then your third is a cleansing, which I will kind of go through a little bit here. And many cultures do parasite cleanses. I know this is kind of foreign to a lot of people because our society doesn't really encourage it or talk about it. Amish people do it, Native Indians do it. A lot of cultures still do parasite cleanses because they understand the importance, and it's been passed down from generations, that this is important for your health and for your body to maintain a good, healthy balance. Because parasites do lead to many illnesses, and like I said before, there's no money in healthy people, the money's in the sick people, so the more people that are sick, the more money companies make off of you. So I'm going to go through the cleanse just quickly. If you want a full detailed instruction, because there are instructions and I'm not going to go through them here, send me a message and I will send them to you in a Word document. They do not come out alive, so there will not be like little worms crawling out your butt into the toilet. It is a little bit frightening, but they do not come out alive. So basically, when they die, they release toxins. So you have to remove those toxins out of your body, remove the parasites, remove the toxins that they leave behind. What I do, and now there's a couple different kind of cleanses you can get. This is just one example of what I do. And you don't have to use these products specifically, but they're relatively cheap and I like them. So I take a tablespoon of psyllium husk, and it's kind of like grainy, like oatmeal-y, flaky looking thing. Mix that in like 8 ounces of water with a tablespoon of bentonite clay, which this is to remove the toxins and the dead corpses of the parasites, which, I'm kind of running out here. So it's kind of like this white, creamy, chalky stuff. It doesn't taste like anything, and neither do the psyllium husks. One thing you do want to do, though, is drink it immediately. So you can't make it in like a cup and take it with you and do it at work, because the psyllium husk will puff up and gel up, and their job is to like scrub the sides of your intestines and your colon. So you have to drink this immediately. I usually do it with a straw and just suck it down. So you do a tablespoon of psyllium husk, a tablespoon of bentonite clay in some water, drink it down. Then you wait an hour, and then you do this stuff. Now, it's called fresh green black walnut wormwood complex. It is nasty, and I can drink a lot of stuff, but this is like, I can't even explain it, how heinous this tastes. It's a black kind of liquid, so I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to waste it. It tastes like rotten black licorice and like, I don't know, like trash. I don't know what else to explain it. So you take 2 to 3 dropperfuls of this, and an hour after you've done this. I use orange juice to mix it. You need something strong like orange juice or pineapple juice or mango juice, because God help you, it is nasty, and definitely want a straw and suck it down and don't stop to taste. And then usually I have like another little thing of orange juice to chase it, because the taste will linger in your mouth and it's gross. But it serves a purpose and it's temporary. So you do this wait an hour, then you do the wormwood complex. You do that in the morning on an empty stomach. You do it in the evening on an empty stomach for 2 weeks. Now, if you've never done a parasite cleanse, you do that for 2 weeks, wait 2 weeks, and then repeat it. I do them regularly, so I don't have to do it. I'll do it every 3 months. Or if I travel to a place, like when I went to India, came back, literally came off the plane, started the parasite cleanse, and I got a big old white worm coming out. I'm not brave enough to take pictures of it. Not that I would show you anyway. But I did. There was a decent sized white worm that I saw. I mean, other parasites are dark colored, so you're not going to see them unless you're digging around in the poop. So I'm not that brave. But the very first time I did do a parasite cleanse, I got little tiny white worms, which were equally as gross. So you can pick them up anywhere. So anytime you want to do it every 3 months, or if you travel, I'm going to Costa Rica next month, so as soon as I get back, I will do another parasite cleanse. When they die, so when the parasites die and they release the toxins, you can feel flu-like symptoms. So you might get headaches, cramps, fatigue, gas and bloating. You will kind of feel worse before you feel better. That is slightly normal, and that's not promising, but it is normal to feel that, just because that's the toxins being flushed out of your system. That's why it's very important to do this for 2 weeks and not to skip, and make sure you drink a lot of water with the psyllium husks so they move through. But some things in the interim, and what I do in the interim between cleanses, is make sure that my diet is heavy in foods that naturally combat parasites. Now, they won't combat them if you're infested. So if you're infested, you need to do a cleanse and then get on the good foods to help control them in the meantime. Papaya, pineapple, dried figs. Again, I swear I eat like 6-7 dried figs a day. They're extremely alkaline, and the parasites just cannot live in that environment. Coconut oil, the strong spices, turmeric, ginger, again, cayenne, those kind of things, and there's a bigger list. I just pulled out a few. Those kind of things will help kill the parasites in the meantime. Other than that, this is kind of it in a nutshell. Like I said, if you want detailed instructions, because I didn't want to make this video a half hour long, message me, give me your email address, and I will email you the Word document that I have typed up for the specific instructions for this. So I hope this was informative and didn't gross you out too much. But you will see the health changes. You will see your skin clear up once you do a parasite cleanse and do them a couple times and get on the diet, and everything will smooth on out. So I hope this was informative, and I'll see you next time.